Valorant is fun when you're with a friend and you're fucking around. If you're alone or
Yeah.
trying to take it serious, it's an absolute fucking hellscape. Alright, so how do you play Valorant? What are the rules of Valorant? What do you do to win in Valorant? Well, first of all, there's multiple game modes, but the ones we're gonna be looking at here are going to be the unrated and rated. The unrated is a casual game mode, there's nothing that much about it, and the rated game mode is exactly the same, except that you get ranked based on your performance. What are the rules of Valorant? Well, it's really simple. There are two teams. One of them is assigned as attackers, the other as defenders. This happens random. Once that happens, the team members, depending on the team, are set up on their corresponding side of the map. There's the defender side and the attacker side. The job of the attackers is to take the spike, which is effectively a bomb, to one of the plant sides and plant it there. If the attacker's team kills the entire defender's team, they win. If the attacker's team plant the spike and have it explode, they win. If the defenders kill the entire attacker's team and the spike is not planted at the moment, they win. If the defenders disarm the spike, they win. If the timer for the round runs out, the defenders win. Once 13 points are reached by either team, that team wins. However, also, the way it works is after 12 matches, regardless of score, the teams swap positions. The attackers become defenders and the defenders become attackers. And it all goes on until one team gets 30 points. There's either 24 or 25 rounds in each game. In that case, if both teams end up with a score of 12-12, there is just another 25th round added as a sudden death round to just save a score. So looking at game modes that are available in the game, well, we have the rated, we have unrated, and then we have finally a different game mode, Spike Rush. What is Spike Rush? Well, it's basically a faster version of the normal game. It's played on the same map, but the difference is that every attacker has a spike, just that when the first one plants, everyone loses their spike, and there are randomly selected orbs around the map that either team can collect to get buffs for themselves or debuffs for the enemy. Next up in terms of game modes, we have Deathmatch. Now, Deathmatch is pretty simple. It's actually a game mode that doesn't have teams involved at all. Everyone is for themselves, and effectively, you have your choice of weapon, you are placed into the map with other players, no one is in any team, everyone shoots everyone, and whoever has the most kills at the end wins, effectively. And next up, and lastly actually, we have the escalation, which is basically gun game, but what is this? This is a fucking deathmatch. This is basically a deathmatch. The weapons of Valorant. First of all, going from left side, top side, we have the classic, which is a pretty simple pistol. There's really not much to say about it. A shorty, which is a two-shot shotgun pistol. That's a great idea. A frenzy, which is a fully automatic gun that has some more bullets than a classic. What am I supposed to say about this? The Ghost is basically the classic, but it's more precise and silenced, so that's a thing. And Sheriff is the revolver from Counter-Strike, but with no firing delay. There's not much to say about the pistols, so let's go on to the next ones. In the SMGs, we have the Stinger, which is distinct in that it has a burst fire mode and a fully automatic mode. If you're not aiming down sights, you're shooting full auto. If you are aiming down sights, you're shooting burst fire, which is situational. It can be really good, it can fuck up everything. It's down to the situation. The Spectre is silenced and full auto, is a standard SMG. The Bucky is a pretty standard shotgun, with the only difference being that if you right click instead of left clicking, you will shoot a shot that has, I think it has overall less damage, I will need to confirm this, and even though it has less damage, it travels better over distance. So if someone's further away, the normal shot isn't gonna hit them for shit, there's no way. But the secondary shot is gonna hit them. It's gonna do less damage overall, but it's at least going to do some fucking damage, unlike the first one. The Judge is a shotgun with a fucking circle magazine. I don't know what to say about this. It's just, the idea is fucking beautiful. A shotgun with a fucking drum magazine, but in execution, it's mediocre. The Bulldog is like the Stinger, in that if you aim down sights, you have burst fire. If you don't, you have full up, and it's just a rifle, so it's basically the bigger brother of the Stinger. The Guardian, now, this is where it starts getting interesting. The Guardian is a sniper rifle without a scope, essentially. It has single fire, firing mode only. It's very accurate, but if you start shooting it really quickly, then it loses all of its accuracy. Just starts shooting in the fucking sky. The Phantom and Vandal are basically the, what was it, M4 and AK-47 from CSGO. They're pretty much the same thing, other than the Phantom cannot have the suppressor taken off. But otherwise, they're pretty much the same weapon. The Marshall is weird. It's really quick for a sniper weapon, but it only one-shot headshots. It does not one-shot body shot, leg shot, whatever. It doesn't do that. It 2 shots body and 3 shots legs, I think. 1 shot head. It's really hard to aim good, but if you aim it well, it can cause absolute destruction. It's also pretty cheap. The operator is much more expensive, one shots you anywhere that hits you, and it's slow. There's a lot of parallels with CSGO because it's basically the same game. But yeah, now the Ares and Odin are machine guns. What does that mean? They shoot bullets really fast, and they shoot bullets surprisingly accurately when shooting full auto, especially the Odin. The counterplay to most guns is hide behind cover and just use your abilities or try to out-aim your opponent, but when you're up against an Odin, once they start shooting, the only thing you can do is hide and hope for the best, because this thing can go through multiple different types of walls. It shoots really fast, it shoots a lot of bullets, it has a lot of bullets in the magazine, and it hurts. The Ares is a smaller scaled down version basically, but it still can do a lot of damage. And the melee weapon is the melee weapon. It has a left click that is quick, but doesn't do all that much, and right click that is slower, but one shots if you hit someone from behind, no matter where you hit them from behind. If you hit them from behind, they die. Okay, so quick update, I checked and the Bucky does in fact do less damage with secondary fire shot. It deals about 40 damage with the secondary shot and around like 70, depending on the distance, on average about 70 or so damage per normal shot.
Oh, great! My first official play was on fucking escalation.
What?
My first play of Breeze is on escalation.
So, maps. In terms of maps, there's Split, there's Bind, there is Heaven, and there is Breeze. There's also Icebox, but nobody cares about Icebox, or at least I hope so, because let that map die, holy shit. And there's also Ascension, which I think everyone forgets about like I just did. Overall, the gameplay of Valorant comes in 3 forms, basically. There's times where you do nothing good, nothing bad, you just kind of exist. There are times where you just fucking fail miserably, and there are times where you get sweet fucking things happening, and there is no in between.
From behind.
There was a jet flying around here.
Spike down A.
It's not planted, you're fucking not serious. I didn't realize what you're...
Fucking shit. And I'm also a fucking
He got a...
gilf.
What? He got a fucking operator? Bruh. In terms of the player base, there's not much to say about Valorant. Most of the time it's just like, if you fail miserably, they will shit on you. If you do really well, they will congratulate you. And if you don't do anything, they'll just sit silent. But there's also a little thing to mention that if you're playing on the EUNE servers, well...
Siema.
Oh god,
yes,
it's a Polish guy. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
What does
Oh
that
lord.
mean?
And lastly, the agents or characters you can play in the game are pretty well balanced actually. I don't have much of a complaint except for one little thing. Fuck. She was in the fucking invincibility thing. So, now that we're arriving at the end of the video, I have just 2 more things to put here. First of all, I had this one clip. I used every other clip, but this one just didn't fit anywhere, so I just wanted to put it here. And second of all, after the clip is over, I have my friend Kate who helped me record this whole footage, and she wants to say like a couple of things about Valorant. I don't at the moment know what she's about to say. It might be a mistake to let her say. We'll see.
I'm just gonna buy a ghost. I don't give a shit about any of you.
I'm just gonna do a thing here, a thing here, and then go and die.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna heal you for the
I'm
content.
just gonna heal you.
I'm just gonna heal you for the content.
You are the healing orb. That's all you
I
are.
am the heal orb.
That is all you are. So go on, say what you want to say.
Game good, Rita, please nerf prices.
Very
That's it.
interesting a bit.